All right, what is good, guys? So we're back in Puerto Rico, finally away from Miami, and we have a special visitor. We got Lucas Pakter in the building. There we go.
Perfect.
Awesome. We are on our way to Guaynabo right now to film a podcast. We'll hopefully be able to grab some clips from that so you guys can see bits and pieces. Lucas is going to upload the full podcast on his channel, Squid Talk. So if you guys haven't subscribed to that, I'm a frequent viewer of like pretty much the majority of his podcast because he has some really dope ass people on there that you would have no clue who the fuck they are. Like, I don't know, he gets in contact with people who you've never found out from because they're not on social media, not like some sort of influencer, and they have really awesome stories and really awesome life come-ups, and they know a lot about business, or they just know a lot about life. And I personally learned a lot from watching his podcast and learning from those people, so obviously you guys will be able to as well. So tap into that, watch that. We're on our way to the podcast studio right now, and this whole video is pretty much going to be, hey man, it's just another vlog. We're back in Puerto Rico. It's going to be a good time. We'll keep you guys updated as the days go on while Lucas is here. Hopefully we can show him a good time and convince him to move. All right, so we made it to the podcast studio. Just parked the whip. We were about to head in there and get started. We're running like tiny bit late, so not much talk. We're about to go in there. Hopefully the man can get some clips of us getting going, but I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. Let's go.
Check real quick.
Good check. Newbies on the feed.
Fucking scammer.
Peep this, peep this, peep this. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, damn it.
Tyler.
I thought I was wearing the Blowfin socks. I thought I was wearing my exchange socks, but I guess not. Company can't be named on the pants. These are just some parachute-ass pants. Root on the tee, drip on the wrist, drip on the wrist, drip on the neck. It's about as real as it gets, if you ask me. Hey, something that we've been wanting to do is like we moved all of like our super fire-ass, drip-ass clothes to Miami, and like out here it's like, oh, grind only, like let's not get caught up in like the expensive shit, because like first of all, nobody in Puerto Rico like gives a fuck about it anyways, and also like I don't know, it's just like there's no point, versus like in Miami I'll put that shit on and I can enjoy myself, versus out here it's time to lock in. All right, y'all, so we're in the stew, we're getting strapped up right now, getting ready to go. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a good time. Tap in. Who knows when this will be uploaded, but tap in. It's gonna be a good one. Say something. Hello. So I'm pretty hangry right now. So we're going to this place Maison for sandwiches. I'm really hungry. You guys are gonna see me fucking that shit up. So really the main thing today was the podcast. So we got that done. We're going to crush on food, and then we got to go back to the crib. I got to do a bunch of shit, like do the mastermind Zoom call, and then I got to upload your guys' market recap video. Today was NFP, so I didn't trade, but again, if you guys watch my trading videos, you guys know that I do like market recap, even on days that I don't trade. So hopefully I can help you guys out. And if you guys don't watch those videos, you should, because they're really beneficial. And those are kind of the only trading videos that I'm willing to, I guess, post right now, because again, like I was saying, like these 5 tips, like that won't really do shit for your trading. It's really like journaling day in and day out, going over what you think before the trade, going over like the trade that you took, and then looking at the market afterwards and seeing how could I have done better, what are some things that I can improve on, and then boom, that's how you're going to get better as a trader, not just listening to these 5 tips are going to turn you profitable in 2 seconds, right? Like that's just not true at all. But anyways, I need a sandwich in my mouth ASAP.
Look at my eyes. Cue the edit on that shit, boys.
Gas or ass. We really have not done a gas or ass in a while. We'll try both. This one is just Monte Cristo, so we'll see how this one goes. Head rush. Haven't ate all day. Definitely not the best sandwich that I've had, but like this shit gets the job done. It's like slightly above average every single time. Smacks. Let me test this one out. See what we're doing with this. Barbecue chicken. This one could get really good or really nasty really quick. I didn't even get any chicken. Run it back.
Is that a hair?
I don't, this is, again, same thing, like, I wish, like, think about, like, the just most stereotypical, like, average sandwich place, but, like, you know, produces every single time. Welcome to Maison, you know? Like, that's what it gives you, a super, just, like, regular ass, solid sandwich. Nothing to, like, tell your homies, like, you have to hit this spot, but, like, Lucas said he wanted a sandwich, and I'm like, I know the place for a sandwich. That's about it. We'll give this, I mean, this is average, but most people say, like, average to me would be 5 out of 10, but I don't know, people's scales are always fucked up, so I'll give it like a 6.7, maybe a 7. You know, that's how I'm feeling about it. What's good, guys? So we're pretty deep into the day now. This is day 2 with having Lucas here. It's around 5 p.m. We went to the beach today, showed him around Dorado Beach. It's so funny, I just saw a TikTok of Luke Belmar. He's like, I'm a member of the Ritz-Carlton Reserve in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I paid $100,000 to be in there, and I sit around in the hot tub with billionaires. So guess what? That's where Lucas went today. It's a cool place, but don't suck off Luke Belmar that much. It's not that deep. It's a really cool place, but yeah, we showed him around there. Now we're going to go into San Juan, show him that area, probably get a good ass dinner, and then there's like a little event slash party thing happening in one of the hotels. There's like a cool DJ, so we're gonna go there, chill out, listen to good music, hang around good people, good vibes. Sorry we didn't really record much of the day. It was like super chill day. We literally just woke up, went to the gym, ate at the beach, chilled, napped on the beach, and now we're trying to like wake up a little bit, get dressed, and head out to the, I guess, like fun part of the night and go to San Juan. And we'll take you guys along with us on our little phones. We'll show you guys clips of that. And then tomorrow we have something super exciting. We're going to the St. Regis in Bahia, which is like an hour drive from here, to meet up with, I believe, the Genius CEO, right? That's who it is? Cool. He's located at the St. Regis, which is kind of like the opposite. It's the same thing as Dorado Beach. That's why I brought up like the Ritz-Carlton shit. Cause the Ritz-Carlton Reserve, Dorado Beach, that is like the country club or whatever on this side. And then a little bit further down, an hour down, there's, I believe, I can't remember what it's called, just St. Regis, Bahia Beach Reserve, same thing, just down a little bit further. So that'll be super cool. I've been there before, and it's a really awesome location. Hopefully we can get a ton of clips, and hopefully I can maybe do a little interview with both Lucas and the Genius CEO and give them, or get some advice for my own businesses, because, you know, Lucas Squid is super successful, and he's on the come up with his brand, and the Genius CEO has already actually exited one of his brands and already got a huge payout. So I'm kind of like in between the two, where I'm, you know, have like 3 companies and they're all doing pretty well, and we have, boom, like somebody who's just starting to get their brand off the ground, really killing it, going after it, and then also somebody who's already exited and, you know, trying to see like what's his mindset like now, how is he going to go from here after getting that fat paycheck. So without further ado, let us head to San Juan.
We finally made it. We had some dinner. Look at Lucas. He's already got his phone out and shit. Never been to Puerto Rico before.
Boogie, we know you want to be on look at this, bro. This is what we have to deal with. Just attention fiend. Look, who's the camera on right now, Boogie? Who is it on?
Come on.
The back of your peanut dome piece,
Come on,
bro.
Travis Scott.
Literally the back of your dome piece. Okay, lay down. Get down on me. Go down on me, Boogie. Good boy. Yeah, that one was upsetting. Yeah, sharing camera time, never heard of it with you. Huh. Yeah, little muskrat. Anyways, we're up and at 'em. You guys saw like one clip from Gordito last night, but it was a lot of fun. Didn't stay out too late, wrap that shit up because we are up nice and early, ready to go. We're about to grab breakfast and then go over to the St. Regis, which I was telling you guys about. Which, fun fact, this is really cool about the St. Regis. I don't know if I told you guys this yesterday, but when my first time ever, like in Puerto Rico, ever in my entire life, before I even knew I was moving here, was when I was a little ass jit, and me and my family came here, and one of my family members, he like, or not even like my dad's cousin. Come on, Boogie. My dad's cousin owns a house over there, and he was like, you guys have to check it out, whatever. So me and my family, we go on vacation to Puerto Rico, and we stay at the St. Regis at their like hotel. It's a really nice ass resort. But I remember being there and being like, damn, this is really like far away from everything. This is really like there's no restaurants nearby. Where are the grocery stores? Like, you're really just stranded like in the middle of the jungle, like at the St. Regis. And Boogie is literally, bro, come on. Come bro.
He's such a troll, bro.
Anyways, continuing with the story, me and my family, we go to the St. Regis, whatever. We have vacation there, and we spend like a week there. And everyone in my family, myself included, if not I was probably like the least fan. We were like, okay, like, yeah, it was really beautiful. The beach feels good. Like, the water feels good, and it's amazing. It's beautiful, but I'll never be coming back to Puerto Rico. Literally, like, that was my words. I was like, yeah, it was really cool to see. It was really beautiful, but I don't think I'll ever come back. And here we are. So if that doesn't throw you for a loop, I don't know what will. And that was around like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago now that we went there. And now I'm going back for the second time because I haven't been back since. And it'll be really cool to like see if they've made any improvements, made any changes. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I said that about that area was just because I wasn't a fan of the area, because it's just really far from everything. The food in that area, I don't know what it was. Like, the food at the hotel was ass, and there's like literally no restaurants within like a 10-mile radius, so you really have to go out your way to try and find food. And like, even when we did go out and find food, it wasn't the best. Versus out here, it's like, bro, living the life. We get to enjoy the nature and like the awesomeness that like I saw from Puerto Rico, where I was like, wow, this was really awesome to see. But the reason why I didn't want to spin back, or the reason why like I couldn't see myself spinning back, was because of like, oh, everything's so far away. Versus out here, shit's pretty close. We have grocery stores, we have bomb-ass restaurants. So, hey man, don't count shit out. You know, explore your options. But anyways, I'm really excited to go check it out. We're going to go grab breakfast and take this long-ass car ride over there. Let's go. All right, y'all, so we made it to the St. Regis. This is Genius CEO's crib. Freaking insane view. Peep this, like, wow. Ridiculous, right? Like, bro, infinity pool overlooking like the golf course with the beach, like just like like just peeking out. Really, really crazy. Again, like I was saying before, like, coming out here, obviously, like, this is just like beautiful. Like, if you think of, I don't know, the most beautiful place in Puerto Rico, like, this has to be one of the spots. But again, it's like super far out from like anywhere. But the game plan now is we're going to go hit a lift with him. This dude's fucking huge, bro. And hopefully, like, I can talk to him a little bit, give you guys some backstory. You guys can drop him a follow. He does like influencer stuff as well. But essentially, I mean, honestly, I don't even want to share too much. Like, just take a peek at the house, like, itself, and just like, you're kind of already getting a gist, like, that this dude has crazy motion, and he's a young ass guy too. We'll introduce him to the camera, and hopefully I can ask him a couple questions so we can help you guys out and also help myself, you know, learn a thing or two about business. Because again, like, I made my come up with crypto and like trading, and that's way different than like business, and I'm trying to grow my businesses currently, and that's something that he's been able to do. He's been able to sell his businesses and make a shit ton of money from it, so it's really awesome.
Like Drake's evolution, my theory is he's directly competing against, rappers are competing against NBA players for the same girls. And NBA guys are dressing more like rappers, and rappers are trying to make more money. And you
Talk about, dude, like, I don't know. Ever since I got the truck cleaned, I know. Ever since I got the, sorry, we have to be. Squid talk is going on right now. I'm playing. I feel bad. I've been ripping on Lucas recently. It's my dog. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, ever since I got the truck cleaned, it looks like, bro, just so, I don't know. You guys just seen the clip. Like, this shit just looks mean. Like, he looks like he would fuck you up. You know, like just super disrespectful. Life is good, man. I nothing but incredibly great things to say about this guy. I don't know how much longer we'll spend here, and I know I said that I wanted to like ask him some questions, whatever. We'll see if he has time after he does the podcast, but he's a busy guy. But he's actually planning on, I guess, going to Dorado, which, you know, he literally said the same shit. He's like, yeah, it's fucking beautiful out here, but hey man, there's no community, there's no grocery stores, like the restaurants are mid, and it's gonna be awesome. Gonna have another friend out there. So that's really, really good news. And again, nothing but incredible things to say about this guy. And like, I just met him, and just super down to earth, really awesome guy. And you can tell he has good intentions. But that being said, we're kind of just gonna walk a bit. One of my family members, or not even family members, my dad's cousin, or so like sort of, my dad's cousin owns a house on this street, and he was actually, shout out to him, he was one of the main reasons why I even knew about Act 60 in Puerto Rico. So my dad's cousin is just like a really up dude. He started like an accounting thing, and helps companies go public, this and that. So obviously he makes a lot of money. He lives in the U.S. Virgin Islands, but he has a house, or building a house out here right now too. And I called him for tax help because he does like the accounting stuff, and he was like, you should move to Puerto Rico. So anyways, he's the reason why we're here. We're gonna walk down, look at his house, send a couple pictures to my family, whatever, because they wanted to see updates, and then we'll circle back, see what goes on. But that down this street, like this place, like you guys need to understand the type of motion in Puerto Rico. Like, you're probably thinking, oh, Miami has the most money, New York has the, no. Puerto Rico has the most money. Like, literally on this street alone, like, this is called Billionaires Row. So, like, if that doesn't just give you perspective of what's going on out here. But anyways, enough of like jacking off Puerto Rico. Let's go for a walk and go peep some cool houses. We'll show you some of the crazy shit that goes on over here. Let's go. Literally next door neighbor. Like, peep this, bro. What are what are they even building in there, bro? Like, crazy, bro. And like, whatever, like, oh, I'm gonna come in here. No, you're not, bro. Security's gonna kill you. Security's gonna kill you, bro. Like, that house, come on, bro. Look where the little garden gnomes are traveling. Yeah, we're gonna see what's going on over here while Squid Talk is going on. They're probably already done with that shit, and we're just like marching through the forests and shit. Come on, let's see what this has to offer.
Thank God we're like the same height, because you're taking out any Webbingtons. Yeah, this is dead. Wait.
Where are we?
Yeah, this shit's clipped, bro.
Yeah.
It's over.
Talk about fork in the road. No sign, nothing. Just at your own leisure. Shall we? This is some shit that Boogie would bring out of the garden, just like pull into the house and just be like,
Here.
Yeah, take it. I got this for you. That was a bad decision.
That shit Lucas said this morning when Boogie fucking brings the
Try this.
as we're trying to figure out breakfast. That shit was so real.
I'd go. Fire. That's good.
Come on, man.
All right.
Fire. Oh, I'm on video?
Fire.
It's good. It's a great mod. Lots of good information for you youngins out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch the TJR trades pod. He seemed a lot more excited about it.
No, I didn't realize you were
I'm
filming
kidding.
it. It's great. It's great.
I'm kidding.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know this dude's awesome. I'm definitely gonna watch
Oh,
it because
yeah.
I don't even
Rob, say
I
what's
don't
up
even
to the
know
vlog,
like
man.
your story.
Say what
so.
up. Say what
What's
up.
going on?
Yeah,
It's a good one, right?
The man himself.
That's fire.
The man himself.
Fire.
How do you do it? How do
Yeah,
you put
yeah.
that shit
Let
on?
us
How
let
do
us
I?
know. Yeah, how do you put that shit on?
What?
You were asking us how we put our shit together.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
My wife. It's
bro.
my wife.
Really?
Swear to God, yeah.
Wow. The
Nice
one
job,
the
shit.
one earring, the
The Van
like
Cleef.
yeah,
What's
man.
going on, man?
I don't know.
Super
I feel like
smooth.
not a lot of people like have it, and so you just kind of you surround yourself with a couple people that have it, and you're like, all right, that's kind of working. and,
Okay,
you know?
there you go.
I like
know.
that. Real.
So you're saying that you don't have it, but your wife does, and she puts it
Yeah,
together
I
for
think
you.
that's right. And then therefore I
in turn,
have it,
in turn,
and-
you have it. There you go.
Yeah.
Figure it
Wow.
out one way or another.
So we're asking the wrong person the wrong question. We gotta,
Hell yeah.
yeah, we gotta ask the wife
Real
how she
chill.
puts it on him.
No, but don't you feel like most like e-com and like just
Oh, nerds.
dork?
Bro, dressed like a
Yeah,
fucking.
bro.
It kills me. So I feel like I had to make like an extra statement if I'm gonna do the
Hell
social
yeah.
thing. Like, what's the
100%.
point of making money if you're gonna look like that? You know?
Yup. Yeah.
So I don't know. That was my.
Yeah, a lot of e-com
Killing
guys
it.
dress like they work in a cubicle.
Yeah, shirt just shoved down into their pants as tight as that shit can go.
Jeez.
Yeah, just classic ass brown belt strapped up. None of that, man. Come on. Next morning, yesterday was an awesome day. Ended up wrapping shit up pretty early last night. We are now fucking up brunch. Lucas completely forgot about a podcast that he had, so we were supposed to eat brunch and then chill out, but had to hurry up, take it to go, and now he's doing his podcast. We'll run a little gas or ass. I got steak and eggs and then a KGB breakfast. Don't mind the chewed up piece of steak in front of me, but we'll run this, test it out. You know what I'm saying? Gas, obviously. What are we rating it? I will say, if you guys ever come to Puerto Rico, look up Kitchen Gallery Bistro, KGB. And they will get you the most right out of everybody. In terms of steak and eggs, bro, I'm putting this shit really high up there. Like, 8 out of 10. The steak for dinner, though, is better. Like, if they could give me a filet with a... I'm gonna ask them about that next time. Me and the owner, we're boys. Do I know his name? No. But every time I walk in, how's it going, sir? Like, I've spent probably like 100 bands, if not a lot more, at KGB. And, dude, the waiter's dapping us up. Bro, so good to see you. Like, dude, yesterday, we went there for breakfast and for dinner, and the same waiter was working. He was like, bro, why the fuck are you back? And he knew exactly why I was back, because it's that fucking good. Now let's go ahead. We tried out the steak and eggs, 8 out of 10. We'll try out the KGB breakfast. Look at this loaf. Look at... Literally trying to fend Boogie off with my life right now. But... Loafington... Bro, honestly, really insanely good. We'll try the little weenie. Okay. Yeah, that one's an L. I'm not a fan of weenies anyway, or breakfast sausages anyway. I don't even know why I entertained that in the first place. We got some ham. Now we're talking. I'll give that 7 out of 10. Pretty basic. We got some bacon. Wow, really good. Wow. Insanely good. Wow. This might be like some of the best bacon I've ever had. Head rush. 9 out of 10. Honestly, 9.25 out of 10. Hash brown. I'm not that big of a fan of hash browns either, but like, is it better than a McDonald's hash brown? Obviously. But like, how good can a hash brown be? Not that good. So in terms of hash browns, it's like a 9 out of 10, but in terms of like how good it tastes to me, like a 6 out of 10. Last but not least, over easy egg. Kind of looks like a boob, drizzling with milk. Let's take this down the hatch. Wow. Talk about a gusher into my mouth. Like, literally took a bite, bro, and it just like exploded with yolk. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're just fucking going nuts, and then boom, explosion, nut in your mouth. Honestly, egg made it. The egg and the bacon made it, and the toast. 9.5 out of 10 on the bacon. Egg, 9 out of 10. KGB, 10 out of 10. And that's a wrap.
Are you hungry?
Boogie, how hungry are you?
Do you want to try my classic Benedict?
Scale of 1 to 10, Boogie. Do you want some food? Move it, fly, before I beat your ass. See that, Boogie? You try and do what the fly's doing. Oh, you're getting a little bit too close, and the tongue's hanging out a little bit too much, mister.
Yeah.
Yep, licking the lips, literally foaming at the mouth. Would you like the steak burger? Guess what, guys? Boogie has been shitting his pants and throwing up. I feel really bad for him. If he continues this behavior, 1, he's going in timeout, and 2, we have to take him to the vet. But yeah, no, his stomach has been on some real shit. His tummy has been hurting because, I don't know, he pooped his pants and has been like just having dirty diapers for the past couple days, and had to sleep outside because it was really impossible for Lucas to sleep. Well, all of us to sleep the first night. I felt bad for Lucas because we had Boogie just fucking literally in his crate, just like literally wailing like a little child because he has to shit himself. And it's like, bro, I get you. I've been there before. So it's not that I'm mad at him. It's just like, look, understand the circumstances. And like, you got to chill outside until like the moaning and shitting and throwing up is done. But if he doesn't get better, we have to take him to the vet. But he looks like a pretty normal ass dog right now. Look at him. Scale of 1 to 10. How bad was the shit in your pants? That would be a 10. I love your style, like actually trying to teach people how to trade. Like, I have this mini podcast studio set up at my booth. Like, come through and I'll interview you, and like that to me was like, bro, fucking mad respect. Cause, dude, like, I don't know. I always try and pay respect to like people that are underneath me too, that like, or like, you know, not as many followers that I see doing good shit. And that to me, I was like, okay, mad respect. Like, I'm gonna be boys with you. But yeah, I really can't stand it when like people that are, I don't know, up currently and are just like, oh, like fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say, like, at least this dude is respectful about it in my situation or whatever.
All right, so after being in Puerto Rico, I want to hear your thoughts on it in general. Like, what are some of the coolest things about it, if there are any, and what are some of the things that you don't like about it? Like, give me the best and give me the worst, and yeah, kind of break down how you feel about being out here for the first time ever, too.
Yeah. I think Puerto Rico's fucking awesome. It's beautiful. I think from what I've seen, it might be like the best environment for any sort of young internet money, right? If you have any sort of business or profession where you can work remote, then I think it's a great environment. Like, everyone out here's been really cool. Lots of opportunity, very like relaxing, but at the same time, if you're a focused person, like, you'll have no problem staying focused. If anything, it's much better than a lot of areas like Miami or whatever, where there's just constant distractions. But at the same time, it's a little too slow for me. At my point in my career, like, I need to be in Austin, working on my business, grinding, and like building a foundation. You could literally think of it like physically wise. I'm building a building out there, right? I'm building a company, and I won't be able to do that out here because, it's just so remote. But for an internet-based business or any sort of, once again, profession that you could do online, it's fucking awesome.
And you get those tax benefits too. So that's obviously a huge upside. Okay, and then I have questions more questions for you, since I seen you like go from literally zero, like college student, to now like what I was telling them before when you were inside, like a brand that I see being like literally here forever and being like a Lululemon, but for men essentially. How?
Thanks, man. By the way.
Yeah, of course. How do you stay away from not going for like just being a super quick like kind of fad type of brand? Obviously it's easy to be like, oh no, it's not going to be a fad, but like you have such a long-term vision for your or for not for your content, but for your brand, where like I see you really working towards like, bro, just years and years down the line, versus a lot of people who are starting businesses now, agencies now, are really into like, how can I make 6 figures next month, or how can I make 10K in under a month? And you, like, you've been working on this for a year now and you still aren't paying yourself out like a ton of money when you probably could, and you're throwing it back into the business, seeing things as just like way more long term. Like, how do you stay focused by doing that and not taking, I guess, more profit and not kind of looking for a quick little cash grab?
Sure, I think it's just everything you have to think like really long term, whether it's what I get out of it personally or the business as a whole. For example, I think a great way to look at this is just like an example of what happened recently. If you've seen my content, you've seen me talk about this, but we had a shit ton of product come in. It was supposed to be our, most highly anticipated product ever. I ordered like $20,000 worth of product. And for clothing, that's a bit, right? Especially like a startup clothing brand. It arrives, and it's still really good, but it's missing one of the key features, and it's not as good as I had hoped, right? And so I just decided to eat that cost. Like, and that's a lot of money too, especially once again for a startup. So I just decided to not release it, like throw all that away, not give it away for free. That was a controversial decision. A lot of people were like, well, why don't you just sell it at a discount or give it away for free, right? Give it to homeless people. And, as like noble as that sounds and awesome, it actually would hurt our business, right? If people, even if like the new product comes out and finally we're about to release that same product 2 months later and it's been fixed and everything, even if that comes out and it's awesome, if I had released this like not to standard version from 2 months ago, if someone sees that on their friend, that's what they're going to think of the company. If someone sees that on a homeless person, like, that's what they're going to think of the company. They're not going to associate it with a Lululemon quality brand, which is what we're trying to build. Like, obviously right now, we're in our early stages. It's only been a year and a half. But if I want to be looked at, if I want to build a brand that's viewed as like this ultra, elite premium clothing athleisure company for men, you have to hold a standard for the types of products you release. And so, in that instance, we just decided to like eat that $20,000 that we lost, which definitely was a hit to us, but I looked at it as a good opportunity, because then I like emailed all of the customers. I made a couple videos about it. I said like, hey, this is not what we expected to arrive, and so we're not going to be releasing it. And I think if anything, it's probably going to do us a lot of good, because now all the same people who wanted to buy back then know for a fact that when this product comes out in a couple weeks, it's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be great quality. It's going to be literally perfect, like as good as it can get. And so you can't think short term. Like me having a couple of months of sales that were below expectation is okay, because I'm thinking like, all right, this is going to be our best product for the next year. And this is going to be the product that puts us on the map. So you have to think long term like that. And for me, like in my personal life, I could take money out. I could be driving a really nice car right now, going on a ton of vacations, profiting a lot. But I look at it as like every $1,000 I take out of the business right now is $10,000 in a year, $100,000 in 2 years. And so I don't really need to be like the rich kid right now. I'm okay with waiting a little bit, once again, for the long-term goal.
And kind of again, on that theme, I see a lot of people kind of coming up with these business ideas and trying to go from 0 to 100, and that's something that, like let's say they do have that long-term vision, but they want to go from doing nothing straight to that long-term vision. But from what I saw you do, you were able to go from like 0 to 1 to 2 to 3. So like a lot of people will be like, yeah, I have this crazy new app idea, and then it's like, bro, you have to build an app, you have to have support, you have to like, it's just so much stuff, versus like for you, like I see you being a Lululemon for men, 10 years down the line, or like however long that may be. But right now, right, you're focused on the little things. So like, could you kind of give the people, I guess, some advice of like, going from like, I guess, plot of land, building a shed, then building a house, then building like an apartment complex, and building a hotel, right? That's kind of what I see you doing, where you started off with, just one product instead of, just coming out and being like, boom, we have hoodies, t-shirts, socks, like this and that, where you really focus on like, okay, we're going to drill this one really good product first, and then boom, money starts coming in, then we're going to release 2 more really awesome products. How were you able to, again, stay away from going for that quick cash grabber, staying away from, releasing maybe 10 mediocre products versus just starting building one really solid product and then going up like that?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think the best way to look at it is all the most successful companies in the world have had steady, consistent growth over a long period of time, right? You look at any stock chart of any massive company, whether it is a company like Lulu or Apple or Walmart or Amazon, it's steady, consistent growth. It's not like, one day they're down here and then they have this giant jump and then they fall down again and then they have this other giant jump. Like, it's making small decisions that build. And I know for us, like, we do have a super great core community of people that love our stuff and would probably buy whatever I released right now. But if I did release, 10 products a month and they were all shitty, like, I just wouldn't be able to come out with like 10 great quality products a month. Like that just, I don't have the foundation to do that right now. I don't have the team to do that right now. It's more like one good product a month. And that'll slowly get better over time. That'll slowly increase. But if I would have just started releasing like, 10 different graphic tees and like 1,000 different colors of shorts and these random hoodies with just one simple logo across, without a doubt, like, our sales would go crazy. But you can't like keep 10xing every single month, you know what I mean? And so I would rather just focus on building a great foundation and slowly getting better. And at the end of the day, like, as hard as it is, like, just being patient and knowing that the long-term goal is like really what matters. Because if I have a bad month or something, like, I don't trip at all. Like, the last month of sales, 2 months ago of sales, it was crazy high. It was the most we've ever been. And then the month after that was pretty low, actually, in comparison to that month. And it's simply because, like, we had to take a step back. We did a big rebranding, put all of our money into this whole project, and we're working on research and development for a ton of new products. And like, that didn't bug me at all. Like, having a month that was pretty low, it didn't like bug me at all, because I'm thinking like, okay, this is giving us the room to grow, essentially. So once again, kind of same answer. Maybe that's not what you're looking for, but just thinking more long term. You know what I mean?
Okay, and then, oh shit, lastly, I had the question on my head, and then I saw Boogie doing some fuck shit. I got really distracted. Oh man, what was it? It's such a good question. Oh yeah, so again, similar, like, on this business type of thing, like, you keep yourself occupied pretty much throughout the entire day. But again, like, I think about your business, and you could just be hands off and just say like, look, it's a well-oiled machine right now, like, these products are selling, or like, I don't really have to do shit until the next product launches, I'll make a couple TikToks, like, go about my day. But you keep your entire day really occupied, almost working the entire day. What are you working on, and how are you seeing different ways that you can, I guess, provide value to your business without necessarily like needing to do anything?
I think that's a great point. And I think, to be honest, I think number one, like, I love what I do, so I enjoy working on it all day long. But to be honest, I never really wake up and there's like a shit ton of stuff to do. Like, I might have maybe 3 to 5 meetings scheduled specifically for the business, but they could be anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. That still doesn't take that long. But when I wake up, there's not much that like needs to be done. And I look at it kind of like, you need to find stuff to do. Like, that's what a person that really loves their business and wants to grow it does, right? And I think a good analogy for that would be, if you're the captain of the ship, right, this big pirate ship, whatever, you obviously have the captain's quarters. That is the biggest room on the ship. You have all these private chefs for you. You have all these people working for you. You have the nicest room. You could go chill and hang out down there as long as you want. Read a book, right? Sleep, take a nap. But every second that you're not up at the top of the ship on the steering wheel, whatever, and whatever the the mast or whatever. I don't even know what it's called. Every second, every minute that you're not up there keeping a lookout is a second that an enemy could be approaching, so a potential risk, or on the opposite side, an opportunity, right? You're hanging out in your captain's quarters relaxing because you've earned that right. You're the owner, right? You're the one in charge. But what if like an enemy ship is coming? Or what if there's an island off the coast that has treasure on it, right? The ship will still continue to go straight, and the people you have put in place in your system to keep it growing like will run everything, but ultimately like you're the one that makes the big decision. So I could fuck off for a whole week and go on vacation and the business would be fine. Like if there was a crazy emergency, like someone would call me and I would handle it, but the business would totally be fine for a week if I just fucked off. But once again, like then the business wouldn't grow. So I enjoy it so much that even when I am on vacation, like I'm still working every day because I don't look at it as work. So you have to find something you love for sure.
Okay, last and final question. Give the traders or just my audience in general, most of them are traders, one piece of advice that can be applied to either life, business, or just being successful at a young age. And I guess, yeah, a piece of advice that could help somebody out who's struggling or trying to figure out what they want to do.
Sure. I think the piece of advice I would give, I'm going to relate it to trading a little bit because I tried trading for a long time, like 3 years on and off. I lost a lot of money and a lot of time, and it definitely hurt my ego, like not like having to quit at something, right, and failing at it hard and just having to give it up because I hate quitting. I feel like everybody does. But the thing about trading for me was like I wasn't trading because I actually enjoyed looking at charts and trying to understand price action. I was trying to learn how to trade because I just wanted to make a lot of money as a kid. And that's the exact reason that it didn't work out, right? I was not focused on becoming better and treating it like a game. I was literally like trading to survive, and I would wake up and I would go into my session thinking like, all right, I need to make $200 today, or else I'm, not going to have enough to go on this trip to Vegas in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And that is not the right way to look at it. Whereas for my business, I don't even want, like you said earlier, I don't even want to take daily profits or monthly profits. I don't even really want to pay myself that much because like I look at my business as like a video game and I'm just growing it. I would rather see the sales of the business continue to climb than like the amount of money being deposited into my bank account every month or every year. So, it's very general, but you really have to find something you really enjoy and just focus on getting as good as possible at that. And I feel like every really successful person did just that, whether it was in fashion or athletics or acting or business. Like all these people that have these massively successful careers are just obsessed with that one thing and they don't really care about the money. They act because they love it, but they're just so good at it that the money flows to their pockets. And I feel like you just have to find something that you really enjoy and not worry about the money and then know that the money will come.
I saw just to wrap this up, I saw a great video touching on that point. It's like focusing on the intention of your work is super, super huge, right? If I sit down at a chart and think, how can I make the most amount of money possible? Will I be successful? No, because in order to make the most amount of money possible, I have to, probably risk my entire account and trade as many times as possible, right? Because that's how I could potentially make the most amount of money possible. But is that sustainable? Definitely not. And I saw this Instagram reel of LeBron, arguably the greatest of all time. And the interviewer said, what advice do you have to these young basketball players who are getting these really large contracts? And he said, look, man, all these guys, they're getting really caught up in the jewelry, the watches, and the fame when, if you take care of your game, if you take care of your skill, all of that will come with it. You think about the greatest of all time, like Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. What did they love more than anything else? You think LeBron loves his $1 million watch? Yeah, I'm sure he appreciates it. But what does he love even more than that? Being the best basketball player possible. And if that doesn't go to show just focusing and working with super strong intention of just mastering your craft, I think that's really the point that I want to hammer home is work on skills and money will come along with it. And just, work on a skill that you fucking love, right? Just get really good at something. And odds are when you get really good at something, you'll end up loving doing it. Like if I really love surfing,
awesome. You know, maybe I think of different ways that I can monetize surfing or just within the surfing niche. And then it's like, boom, I love what I'm doing. And I'm just trying to make either a great product, teach people the right way. And then it's like, bro, if you do that, if you love what you're doing, if you continue to build and you're not focused on money, you'll be able to work forever and all that money will just start cycling in. Like for me, for trading, what did I love doing? I loved the fucking game. Like I love being able to just be better than everybody else. Like I love doing what people say I can never do. And I love breaking rules. So like I was telling these guys, I was like, yeah, when I was a kid, every video game that I played, I wanted to hack it. And for me, the stock market is the best game in the world and the hack is up here. Like my brain is the hack. If 99% of people suck ass at this and I have the hack that's in my brain and I can get into the market and hack it every single day by figuring out, okay, you know, I know where price is going to go based on certain patterns that I see repeating over and over and over again. I love that because guess what? Who the fuck am I beating every single day? 99% of people. I'm shitting on them. Not in terms of money, but in terms of skill set. And what comes with that? Money. So I think that was awesome. Yeah.
Can I add something to that? And this is one thing that I remember that I learned a lot from trading is you could make like $10,000 on a trade. That doesn't mean it's a good trade. You can make $100 on a trade and it can be a great trade, right? Like people look at the money that you profit off of that specific trade as whether or not it was successful. But the reality is like you could take a really risky position, right? You could get in at the wrong time and you could just get really lucky and you could get out and make $10,000 and you'd be super happy. You'd be like, damn, that was a great trade. In reality, it was a dumbass decision. But you could also have a really calculated trade where you get in at the right time, you get out at the perfect time. And like in terms of a skill factor, you know, once again, treating it as a game, that could be an amazing trade, but maybe you only made $100 off of it, right? So you can't look at it for the money. You have to treat it like a video game and just getting better. And I think you touched on that perfectly.
And speaking of the game, we just hit 2 take profits while we were having that conversation. So once again, shit on the competition, get really good at your craft, and money will come, man. That wraps it up, man. It was great to have Lucas out here. It was really awesome to, you know, show him around the place that we live, this awesome island that I now call home. And it was really awesome to shout out to Lucas for even getting me in contact with Robert, the guy that we were with yesterday. Now we have a new friend on the island who's dope. He's moving over to Dorado pretty soon, so you'll probably see him in a lot more vlogs. He's a really awesome guy. Follow his channel. Follow Lucas if you don't already. He's a really, really cool guy. His shorts are dope as fuck. And honestly, like, if I could invest in like a brand, like I see Lucas's Squid being like Lululemon for men. Like dead ass, like full, like it's not a TikTok company. It's not no influencer shit. Like it's a legit brand and company that I'm really bullish on. I think it's he's doing everything right and he's killing it with what he's doing. He sees the complete long term. He's not fucking, you know, going for a money grab. So really, really awesome. And I'd love to see how he's been improving and, you know, getting after his shit. So that being said, we're gonna wrap it up. We're taking him back to the airport once he finishes up his podcast, and then more vlogs on the way. Okay, if you guys like this, drop a comment what you guys want to see more of, you know, what we could do better, because again, we're always trying to improve for you guys, make this as entertaining and as fun as possible. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.